Hold on to your hats, basketball fans. Are the Golden State Warriors finally on the verge of landing that elusive modern three and D center they've been desperately searching for? Or are they just lining up for another potential injury nightmare? Get ready, because the latest buzz out of the league has the Dubs looking east, straight at a surprising name from their recent finals rival, Kristaps Porzingis. Can you believe this is even a possibility? For what feels like an eternity, the Golden State Warriors have grappled with a glaring hole in their roster: the need for a true, impactful center who can stretch the floor and protect the rim. It's been the subject of endless debate, speculation, and frankly, a source of frustration for the fan base. Every offseason, every trade deadline, the question looms: where's the center? Well, folks, that uncertainty is back this offseason, but this time, the answer might just come from a team they battled on the biggest stage not too long ago: the Boston Celtics. Fresh off a playoff run that ended sooner than expected, are reportedly facing significant salary cap pressures heading into the summer. And when teams feel that pinch, tough decisions have to be made. Enter Kristaps Porzingis, the Unicorn, as he was once dubbed, a player with undeniable talent, a unique skill set for his size, but also a player whose career has been shadowed by health concerns. While names like Drew Holiday and even Derek White briefly surfaced in the rumor mill after Boston's playoff exit, a concrete report from Michael Scotto over Hoops Hype has zeroed in on Porzingis as the most likely candidate to be on the move from Beantown. Scotto's report is pretty clear, citing multiple league executives who believe Boston will actively explore the trade market for their 7'2" pivot. Porzingis is set to earn $30.73 million next season and is on an expiring contract after the 2025-26 season. Executives around the league apparently view him as Boston's prime candidate to shed salary next season. Now, let's talk about the fit for the Warriors. Putting aside the health questions for a moment, and trust me, we have to address those, Porzingis could genuinely be the best realistic three, and D-center option Golden State could target this offseason. Think about it. Miles Turner, another popular target, is likely staying put in Indiana. Jaren Jackson Jr., no real indication Memphis is letting him go. That leaves the market relatively thin for impact bigs who fit that specific mold. Porzingis, when healthy, checks a lot of boxes for the Warriors. At 7'2", he's a legitimate rim protector, something the Warriors have lacked consistently. He's a veteran floor spacer at the center position, providing much-needed offensive versatility that someone like Quinton Post, while promising, doesn't offer with the same experience or volume. And perhaps most importantly, he could provide a genuine third scoring option to complement Stephen Curry and, assuming he's back and healthy, Jimmy Butler. Imagine the spacing, the pick-and-pop possibilities, the interior presence on both ends. And it's a big but, the injury concerns surrounding Porzingis are impossible to ignore. This is a player who has only appeared in more than 60 games once in the last 8 seasons. 8 seasons. He recently dealt with a mysterious illness during the playoffs that sidelined him. Taking on a player with that kind of injury history, even on an expiring-ish contract, is a significant risk. The Warriors have to weigh whether the potential reward of a healthy Porzingis outweighs the very real possibility that he'll miss significant time. The fact that his contract is set to expire after 2025-26 does mitigate some of the long-term financial risk. You're not necessarily committing to him for half a decade if it doesn't work out. But even for 1 or 2 seasons, is it worth tying up significant salary and assets for a player who might not be available when you need him most? That's the million-dollar question. Or rather, the $30.7 million question. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. How would the Warriors actually pull off a $30.7 million trade for Porzingis? It's fascinating to consider, but the Warriors do have enough salary flexibility and intriguing assets to make it possible. We could be looking at a multi-team deal potentially involving Jonathan Kuminga, who has been the subject of trade rumors himself. Or perhaps using the mid-level contracts of players like Moses Moody and Buddy Hield to match salary. It wouldn't be simple, but it's definitely achievable with the right combination of players and draft capital. Looking at career numbers, Porzingis averages a solid 19.6 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks. He shoots 46.1% from the field and a respectable 36.6% from three-point range for his career. But here's the really intriguing part. This past season, the 7'2" center shot a career-high 41.2% from beyond the arc on 6 attempts per game. That kind of high-volume, high-efficiency shooting from your center is exactly what the Warriors' offense thrives on. It suggests his theoretical fit alongside the veteran trio of Curry, Butler, and Draymond Green could be absolutely ideal if he can stay on the court. So there you have it. The potential for a blockbuster trade that could drastically alter the landscape for the Golden State Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis to the Bay, a tantalizing prospect loaded with both incredible potential and significant risk. What do you think about this rumor? Is Porzingis the answer to the Warriors' center woes? Or is his injury history too big of a red flag? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. We want to hear from you. And hey, if you found this report insightful and you want to stay on top of every single twist and turn in the NBA offseason, make sure you smash that like button right now. Seriously, hit it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next exclusive report. We're breaking down all the biggest stories and bringing you the analysis you need. Don't miss out. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll catch you next time with more breaking news.